Funny enough, a lot of people wonder if I quit Etheria Restart because I didn't post on the channel for the past couple of days.
Anyways, we don't care. Not interested.
Unfortunately, I'm still here with you guys for a little bit longer because over the last weekend, I wasn't able to go overseas to meet Gacha Smack, Mr. Pokey, and Mr. Vulcan. I got really salty, so I went to the fucking seas instead and hang out with my friends, play card, eat food, and now I'm back and ready to post more Etheria Restart content. So today, I want to talk about my Endgame account, Endgame. I'm not sure if I'm really Endgame or not, but a lot of people consider beating all Inferno content Endgame. So I want to talk about my Endgame account, what I plan to do, what I'm doing on the daily, and what are my thoughts about Etheria Restart in general when you reach the end of the progression curve, right? And now you're pretty much focused on PvP, or so I hope. But before that, giveaway time. You thought I was going to say sponsor time, right? No, giveaway time. Leave a comment down below about where you are in the game. Are you mid-game, early game, end game? I am giving away 2 codes and each one will be worth $50. You can spend in-game to buy whatever the hell you want. So at the moment, I'm only farming Rengoku Inferno because this is a very important boss for PvP progression. Here you get Fortissimo to help with your healer, Lighthouse to counter Revelation, Count to allow your healer to heal themselves, maybe better for PvP. Also, Count can have Bulwark in the set bonuses, which will allow things like Hogan, for example, you saw in the World Championship, to counter the entire enemy team on Revelation. So that's very, very cool. So farming Rengoku Inferno is gonna take over my entire week over the next couple weeks or so because I really need the better shell, especially Codex of Magic as well. So far, I've gotten my hands on a couple good mythic shell in Rengoku Inferno. For example, I got this like Fury Kenai, I got this Fury Momentum, and I want to build a new Lighthouse. I think I have one at the moment, but it's not like super good yet. I have like Unbreakable, Bloodbath, Unbreakable. That's kind of cringe, right? You want like Swift Rush, Bloodbath, and then I also want like a better Fortissimo so that I can equip that on maybe 2 different healers and they can work really, really well. And I want a better Codex of Magic. I do have one on Swift Rush, Bloodbath, Swift Raid right now, which is really good. But I want a Swift Rush, Bulwark, Swift Raid, and you don't really get your hands on that very quickly, which means I'm going to be here for a very long time. And I need to farm more chip because finally I can feel the shortage of chip. So it used to be like 5,000. I'm down to like 3,000 over the past couple of days. Trading data is always low, by the way, but I can see that my chip is going lower and lower because as you can see, we have a lot of shell maxed out and I do want to optimize my passive, which means rerolling is going to take forever and chip is only going to go down. So that is a new problem that is going to show up in my account sooner or later. And because of that, I don't really farm any other thing. I only do the EXP and GP outposts when I really need to, like events require me to do so. And I don't plan to farm any threshold at all unless there's going to be another double drop event. And if there's another double drop event, my entire stamina reserve is going to be spent on Aurora. Because getting good speed roll on my Swift Rush pieces is not looking so hard. If you go to my module inventory, I have 0. And by that, I mean 0 pieces with 15 or above speed. So with only purple speed roll, I can achieve, let's say, 330 on a class if I want to. And if I farm long enough, and if I'm very unlucky, I can still achieve maybe 330 on a couple more character. But 330 will soon be very meaningless. So class can be 330, which is great, you know? And if I pull like a Mio or Lily that can help with my turn 1 contest, I don't have any of that. My only LDs are Doki Doki and Shadow Sania. And right now, Doki Doki can be much better if I can spend more Latisse in skill 1, make her faster. And if I farm like a Bulwark, Codex of Magic, that'd be great. But right now, they are PvE character. They're not like PvP ready. So if I can get another maybe 330 set on somebody else, that'd be great. But it's not easy, right? However, if you farm Bloodbath and you farm Lighthouse in Rengoku Inferno, then you can go turn 2, gain turn meter in between with Bloodbath and Strive and Lighthouse, and you can sort of fight the turn 1 player. Potentially, with Bulwark to counter CC as well. So that's the plan moving forward in terms of what I farm every single day and what I plan to farm if there is another double drop event for Aurora and maybe a bit in Doki Doki. I think Terramaton overall is like something you farm a bit in the early game to get your Kenai, to get your Fury Edge, and then you're pretty much done. Unless they introduce a new set or they buff Ether Plague to give you HP and speed instead of HP and accuracy, then people will go back to Terramaton. Because if you farm Doki, you get speed, you farm Aurora, you get speed, and turn 2, you farm Terramaton and you only get like big damage and fun battle wheel set. So no plan to go back to Terramaton unless they buff the drop or they create a new set and put it into Terramaton. Other than that, in terms of my endgame PvE mode, this is where I call it the endgame mode, right? Because these are quite challenging. Ethernet Rally and Ember Trek. These are like the, how do I say, the job part of the game. Because I spent about 5 hours on the bus to the place where I was staying over the weekend to clear Ethernet Rally from start to finish. And I wouldn't say it was a very enjoyable 5 hours. It was okay. You know, you get free stuff. Can't really complain about that. Amazing drop. We got like Latisse. We got like Shadow Print. Incredible. But that took like really long. Would I do that outside of being on a bus and have nothing else to do? Kind of a chore, not gonna lie. And the same can apply for Ember Track. And I really hate the walking in between part, especially when you play this thing on your phone. The walking in between is a bit annoying and you can't really dodge the enemy that well. Code skill issue, right? But not a really fun time doing the walk in between, even though they're like the break time in between the hard bosses. But I'd rather fight the hard bosses. However, it's very challenging. Like the hard mode, oh boy, very tough. Gotta spend a lot of actual manual gameplay time to play these. But I would say because they reward you with stuff, it's okay. I will push through this when I feel like it because I didn't have enough time to play these content anymore. I gotta actually spend time with my friends and my wife. So I kind of just forget about this. I will do it at some point, but not really right now. No hurry to do that. So I would say farming would take a lot of time. This would take a lot of time. And that is like the end game stuff you'll be doing. The event stuff, oh boy. So the event is okay, I would say. This is like the brain dead event together with the candy party. The candy party is less RNG or there's no RNG over there at all. This one has a bit of RNG in there, but overall you still get the stuff that you want, like the shadow print, the lattice, and a bit of random extra stuff. Like I'm gonna get this stamina here so I can farm a little bit longer, and at the end of the day you can try to get a couple more lattice fragment from this, and that's gonna be great. So overall, brain dead, okay-ish event. Could be less RNG if that's gonna be possible in this game. I don't think they really care about that anymore, but could be less RNG. However, not too bad. This one though, I have a problem with this one. So we are very near the end of the event. It has like 1 day left. And if you go to the shop, the guarantee shop, I'm like halfway there with the perfect lattice fragment. So at the start of the event, I was very optimistic that you will be able to buy this item at the end of the event. But not really. I bought keys, by the way. I bought like 2 keys. I'm still very far away from finishing this item, which means I will never be able to buy this item. And I used the RGB token to buy dupe ticket because I think that is a more guaranteed thing than buying the Apex prototype, because you never know when you're gonna get a next LD-SSR, right? Unless you're very close to like the pity, then you need to buy this to hit pity on the next LD banner. But for me, I'm buying a dupe ticket because I do want to max down, let's say Rosa, for example, or Messiah dupe, for example, for more damage, that kind of thing. But that's why I bought. And I feel like having a shop that you can't clear as a free-to-play player, no, you can't clear even one item as a free-to-play player, is kind of a slap in the face. However, I gotta say, the coin and training data from this event is the most you gain in the game history. I mean, the past like 45 days. So the amount of coin training data is legitimately the most rewarding ever. However, it feels bad when you pretty much get like 5 pieces. I think I've never seen more than 10 pieces after a day of doing this event from the lattice mystery box. So I think if they calculate the RNG, right, the RNG will balance out at the end. You are supposed to get 1 whole lattice if you clear 300 of the lattice box, which is like great, I guess. 1 lattice here, and if you can clear 1 more here, that'll be 2 lattice from an event, which is amazing if you spend your gem to buy the fucking key. And there's another funny thing that showed up. So you go to the mission, it requires you to defeat a certain type of Abyss boss difficulty. And the fact that my Abyss boss difficulty has always been LD. I think I've seen like 1 Abyss in RGB, which means I will probably never finish the event. And even if I spend gem to refresh key, there's no guarantee that the next rotation, the hollow element is gonna show up. So I don't know, man. I feel like this event was made to promote the gem shop, because that is the best way to play this event, is to max down the key refreshes every single day. And not exactly very exciting, right? But if you want to clear out the shop and get all the items, then you want to clear out the gem shop. So you go here, crystal trade. I spent a bit of money in the game, and I don't even consider buying these at the moment, because at the early game, they give you a lot of gem. So it's going to take a while for you to use up your gem. And maybe they noticed that. They noticed that even free-to-play player, you still get a whole lot of gem in your account. And if you spend a bit of money, you get a whole lot of gem. And they need an event to sort of clear out your gem, so that if you need gem, you gotta buy more gem. Or if you need gem for your LD summon, then you gotta buy more gem. And this is not like an event shop. This is like a cash shop disguised as an event shop, but it makes the whale spend a lot more effort to buy the item, so they feel more attached to the item that they buy. Because if you spend money in the other shop, you get the item immediately. Here you spend money, but you still have to play the game, go through a bit of RNG fun time, and you get the item. So you feel more attached, and the items feel more rewarding to get in a way, I think. So I don't plan to refresh key. Whatever I get, I don't really care at this point. Whatever free stuff they throw at us, I'll take it. If they want to add more layer of RNG on it, I think we have been saying over and over again, can we have less RNG in event? And they bring back the candy party. This is like no RNG, right? You do the event thing, you get the event rewards, which is pretty cool. You can even like skip out a threshold if you don't really want to do that for a couple of days, and you still clear everything. This is how events should be done, right? Amazing stuff. Other than that, the other stuff, they want to throw RNG in there. Whatever, like, be my guest. I can't be bothered anymore to keep saying the same shit over and over and over again. And that is the challenge tab. This is like the PvE section of the game. A lot of things to do, a lot of things to achieve and move forward. But after you are done, you're pretty much farming one thing. And if you are done with this, you don't really have a lot of things to do in here, right? And next up, we go to the union part. This is a very fun part to me. I love union in this kind of game because it creates smaller community where people can talk to one another, have fun, build team, all the good stuff. This allows guildies to help one another. Very, very cool. And then we get union battle, which is also incredible. However, with so many problems in the game, I feel like outside of the top, let's say, outside of the top 50 guild, the guild ecosystem is kind of dying for like the lower rank guild, because there's so many people quitting, and guild have to keep recruiting new member or merge with another guild to pretty much have a full roster. Because I feel like the moment you have like 5 less people and your guild is not like super strong, then you're gonna get absolutely shit on by an actual guild. So I think the guild system outside of the top guild is gonna be very tough and not exactly engaging how I thought guild would be. If you're in like a top 20, top 30 guild, then I think the next couple of weeks is gonna be the real guild battle, the real united front. And you're gonna start fighting real defenses. It's gonna be very fun and exciting. Before this was like AFK battle. Wasn't very fun, and I think they could maybe introduce like this thing twice a week and improve the quality of life in this content a bit better for the guild leader. That'd be amazing, because being a guild leader in a mobile game is like having another part-time job in the part-time job, unpaid by the way. Managing a bunch of man children is not exactly very exciting. However, this could be way more fun, and I'm liking the stuff I'm getting from here, because I think the union shop is probably the best shop in the game. Because if I just do my guild stuff the entire week, I can buy everything. And by everything, I mean everything I can buy from the shop. It's really, really good feeling. It shows that if I show up every day, I do my stuff, I play the game, I get rewarded without RNG. This is the best shop ever. So I love the guild system. It could be better, but right now, very good stuff. And lastly is the tab where they advertise the game for, right? PvP, free-to-play friendly dupe system, world esport, whatever stuff that just happened over the last weekend. So Etheria, the normal arena, to me, this is like another dungeon, but very, very tough for casual player. But if you play the game a lot, you farm a little bit here and there, you know what you're doing, then you're gonna get to Mythic at some point, right? You're gonna get all the rewards available in the AI arena section. If you are really try hard, you get a bit more summon, but this is not like too important. Ignore this one. But most people will probably get to like Diamond or Master. Really encourage you try to get to Mythic because this is like another dungeon anyway. The harder you try, the more likely you get to Mythic at some point of the game. And you get rewarded. No RNG, very fun stuff. I love this AI arena stuff because it's like softcore PvP and a lot of free stuff. I love it. Even though I would love for the shop to be cheaper for most people so they can buy out a shop and maybe, just maybe, get your hands on a bit more training data or coin, or maybe they can also sell the reconfig chip in here so that if you grind the arena, you get mod chip. But maybe everything here can be a bit cheaper. That'd be great. The middle tab. Oh my god. I played this game for this middle tab right here. Like all the grinding you do, all the RNG you endure throughout your PvE journey is to be here. Is to click on the matchmaking button every single day. But still at this point, it is a fucking drag, a pain in the ass to do this content because there's no gear loadout, right? If you have to spend a whole lot of time just swapping gear every day, you're gonna burn out on doing this content. The good thing is you don't have to do a lot of it because to hit the 2,000 weekly limit, it will take me, I would say, 2 hours to 3 hours playing actively. For one day, I will hit the weekly limit. No problem whatsoever. And I would forget about this for like 5 days. Like really. And it feels kind of bad because I really want to enjoy this content, but it's really hard to build character. It's really slow and swapping gear is annoying as shit. And there's no incentive for me to play more than what I already hit, right? And the shop here doesn't refresh every single week. And the mission doesn't refresh every single week like the normal arena. So there's just not a whole lot of incentive to play this content. I should be here grinding and having a lot of fun testing new SR character after I'm done with the farming part. But even when I'm done with the farming part, I'm done with the hardcore PvE, I'm still not really, what the fuck is this drop rate? That is insane. But nothing usable yet. But still, I'm not doing it. Like, it feels kind of bad that I'm not really doing anything about this section of the game. Like, Sean, you could be playing and trying to get the best rank possible, but really? Do you really want to do that? I mean, there are people doing that, right? Like, huge shout out to Brad, Shoddy, Youngyo, Pershon, Keka. Like, they're just like living the life in the mythic rank. I heard they have like 1 hour queue time up there. So not exactly living the life as well, right? Not exactly exciting. So I don't know, man. I really want to like have fun with this, but this tab in the middle is not exactly where the fun is. However, I do enjoy the Fearless Arena. I look forward to the weekend to play the tournament mode, have a lot of fun in there, get rewarded for that as well. But I heard a lot of people have an actual live during the weekend. They can't even do that properly. So that kind of sucks for those people as well. So overall, the PvP experience is not exactly very exciting. I think the challenge that you overcome in the PvE part is great. And now I've done it. I really want to focus on this one. Not very exciting. So I'm not sure, like, how do I keep myself motivated to play the game? Like, I don't mind the farming part, to be honest. Like, a lot of people would mind logging in every day to spend like 5 hours on their daily and keep logging back in to farm, to farm, to farm. Like, it gets annoying for a lot of people. Like, I don't mind that part. I love getting drip fed progression. I mean, I'm so addicted to that at this point, right? It's like watching TikTok. Every time you get like a new mythic shell, you click on it, the dopamine is ready to get shot to your brain. If it's good, like this Kenai Fury count, you bust a nut. If it's bad, then it's like whatever, right? You wait for the next one to show up. So I'm kind of addicted to that. I'm having a lot of fun just like farming in the game and progressing little by little. Like right now, I have a whole lot of 6-star, as you can see right here. Many 6-star, and I plan to 6-star more character. I want to max out Tsukiyomi skill 1. I want a 6-star Viper, Nahor, because I invested Latisse in him, so I got to use him at some point. I want a 6-star Hoyan, Sania, Borgny. I want a 6-star random fucking R character. And I want a 6-star Rin, and the new character they're gonna release at some point, right? I want a 6-star all of them, have fun with them. But right now it's a little bit slow, to be honest with you guys. It's a little bit slow, so it's gonna take a while to get there. Overall, I would say I'm still having fun. Looking at my team dying to Rengokusu out of nowhere, I have no idea how to save that because I have Bloodbath on my claws. But overall, I'm still having fun. I'm still enjoying my time, but it's become more and more like a side game kind of thing if the PvP experience doesn't really improve. Because right now it feels like I farm, I do the monthly repeatable endgame PvE, I do a bit of PvP on the side. It's like a PvE game that sprinkle PvP on top, unless they like do a lot of quality of life improvement for the PvP section of the game, right? Then I'll be more encouraged to do PvP. That'd be great. There are definitely good things and bad things about the game. I heard a lot of people have very good chat over in Shanghai with Jack or other people on the development team. So maybe there are new cool things coming in the future. I don't know anything about that. I hope I know. I hope I have more news to share, but I don't. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. A lot of people in the Discord server say that they look at my eyes and the fucking passion has been gone or is gone for Etheria restart. I mean, look at fucking Rengo Kutsu Inferno, okay? Not exactly very passionate about getting fucking RNG, but his AoE random defense break, and he one-shot my Bloodbath character. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.